What's up? This is Tom C. I got something to talk to you about today. It's about the police. It's about our government too. But we're going to get into that. So, nobody wants to pay taxes. Everybody complains. Taxation is theft. You're taxed, man. It doesn't matter. Your payroll is taxed. Everything you buy, you got to pay a tax. You buy a house, you got to pay property tax. But you don't even own the house because they'll come seize your house whenever the fuck they want. So there's the real truth. You're heavily taxed, and what they do is they pay for services in the state. Your trash collection. In the winter, the roads need to be plowed if it snows or something like that. So you're getting that. They take care of the parks, they mow the lawns and whatnot. Great. There are certain services that we need. And I believe we need the police too, but the police are terrible. This is what they do. They take your tax money, which is theft in the eyes of many people. So they take your money by force from you. Then they turn around and they pay these cops. And what the cops end up doing is they put their uniforms on and they go out and they target you. They'll target anybody from the littlest old lady to the youngest kid. They target you. You're paying them to target you. That's like tying a milk bone around your dick and letting a pit bull come running at you, freaking out. It's going to bite your dick off. And that's what happens. You're paying to be targeted by the police. And they only want one thing, and that's to lock you in jail. Even if you're not doing anything wrong, they will treat you like crap. But they think they're being polite and professional. They're not. Nobody wants you in their presence. I look at the town here I live in. I'm not going to mention the name. I look at the Facebook page because the police has their own Facebook page. And they'll post something, and maybe they'll get 50 or 100 likes. Okay. There are 30,000 people that live in this municipality. They have 42,000 people that like their page. How come you're only getting 50 or 100 likes? I'll tell you why. Because nobody likes you. Nobody likes you. Because you're out to get the very people that pay your salaries. So, the next time you pray that you come home safe and you see your family, you need to change that. You need to drop to your knees, put your hands like this, and you need to pray to Jesus that society does not all of a sudden smarten up. Because if they smarten up and realize the money that's being taken from them goes in your pockets to target them, they're going to be very unhappy. But I think you're safer right now because half the people in this country are they're just stupid. And the other half are so fixated on their minuscule little lives. They just don't know any better. I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all want to be targeted. Now, this town I live in is basically crime-free. Just stupid stuff. DWIs, marijuana, shoplifting. That's really about it. Maybe an assault here and there. You know, people fight sometimes. That's really it. There's no street crime. It's not that kind of place. It's a safe place. But the police just drive around. I see them. They're like a pack of wasps. They just swarming around. And they're just looking for anything, anyone they could stop you for and give you a ticket. I was stopped a few weeks ago. Nothing happened, of course. Apparently the cop said you didn't come to a complete stop at that stop sign. Takes my license. He goes back to his car, literally 60 seconds, and he was back. He goes, I'm just going to give you a warning. Just have a nice day. I said, you too. Nothing happened to me. But they're just looking for the smallest things to stop anybody over. But he saw my license was not suspended. I have no warrant, so What are you going to do? I'm going to be 52. Look at my gray chin. What are you going to do? You're going to break a middle-aged guy's balls? That wouldn't pan out well for the police, you know what I'm saying? But the point is like, don't you have anything better to do? Or if you don't have anything better to do, why aren't you happy that the town you work for, that you're a police officer for, is a pretty safe town? Chances of you losing your life being a cop in this town is pretty slim. I think you have a better chance getting hit by a car than you would by a citizen shooting you or harming you. Really. There's always isolated incidences, right? But for the most part, this is a safe town. So, you know, I'd like to know what their problems are. I'd like to know what all the cops' problems are. Why are they so aggressive to arrest the very people that pay their salaries? Why don't you go into the bad areas and arrest those people? Instead, you're in a nice town, just pulling people over all the time. It's like, this is what you're getting paid $100,000 a year to do. And you walk around with your guns, you think you're all... If everybody had guns, you wouldn't be walking around like this, now would you? And that's why they don't want anybody to have guns. Also, if you had a gun and you said, oh yes, officer, I have a firearm, man, they treat you like you're Charles Manson. That's what they want to do. They don't want you to have guns. They don't want you to protect yourself. They want to railroad you. Oh, and speaking of the police, what is the crookedest court in our nation? I will tell you. Municipal court. Because you get a ticket, and they make you go to court, and you go there, there's the judge, and if you look at the cops standing next to the judge, which are called bailiffs, they're the same cops that, you know, same town cops that brought you there. So their cops, with their judge, find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. That is not a fair trial. Nothing fair about municipal court. It's theft, and they're stealing from you with guns and badges. And then they hire their own judge, and he takes his gavel and sticks it where the sun does not shine on your body. So, you need to smarten up, people, because everybody's so damn stupid that y'all don't even realize it. You got to stand up for yourself. I suggest you do it soon. Until next time, adios.